Hey boos, in this video I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss.
Oh, hell no.
Hi guys, it's Yoni and I'm back with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this rapper by the name of Reason. He went on The Breakfast Club and said that men should be given credit for staying and remaining faithful while in a committed relationship. I mean, I told y'all in my last video where they was going with this, but y'all didn't want to listen to me. My last two videos, to be honest, I told you guys, stop praising these men for doing what they're supposed to do. They are a man. They not a little boy. A little boy needs to be recognized and needs to be, you know, coddled and all of that stuff. These men need to be men and they need to do right by their women because that is the right thing to do. I ain't even watched the video yet. You guys kept tagging me on Instagram and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just save this for my reaction because I don't know what I'm about to watch. But by this headline, I can tell you already I'm irritated. I'm irritated because I've been talking about this. So I'm just like, why? But let's see what he has to say. Let's see what this rapper has to say. This is not looking too good. And this may be triggering to some of the women that follow me. So if you are easily triggered, please do not continue any further than this timestamp right here. Let's go ahead and get right into today's video.
And honestly, I'm gonna say this, like, and I'm probably, hey, whatever, here it is. I feel like women should give men that are faithful credit for that. Like, women will act like it's the same thing as a woman being faithful, and it's like it's not the same thing. Like, honestly, it's not. And I just feel like
what you said is true because, like, I haven't cheated since October 2016.
That's fire.
And that shit feel like being sober. Like literally,
Right,
I write that down like in my mindfulness.
And I feel like, and the reason why I say this because I feel like if women gave men credit for that, then men would appreciate it and it would encourage them to not do it more. It's almost like it's just like nigga, okay, and you was being faithful, you supposed to do that. It's like it is a difference, like, and it's just not the same thing.
I feel like it just doesn't come up. If your man isn't cheating on you, then you're not talking about it because everything's fine. Like with that.
True, but I'm just saying, like, if you have a dude and he's faithful, like, I think that, like, you don't necessarily have to say thank you for being faithful.
Did you cheat?
Yeah, exactly. You don't gotta say thank you for being faithful. I'm just saying that.
Gold star.
It should be looked at and given credit to. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, because it's like it's something that, like, is not an easy thing to do.
It's hard for women to not cheat too, though. Y'all gotta give us credit too.
What? That's what I'm saying.
It's all
like,
kind of
it's
all
not.
these Birkin bags flying around and.
Some women, I know these Birkin bags.
No more buying bags for bitches that can't afford one.
2020, man. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, but I'll tell you why I give myself credit. I give myself credit because I feel like when I was cheating, I was feeding my ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally all it is. That's all it is. That's all the ego play. So being that I haven't done that in 4 years, I realized that I'm not leading with ego anymore. I don't have that wounded ego anymore.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I feel more hold in the ego.
Are we being pranked? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Listen, he said that basically it's harder for men to be faithful. And so because it's harder for men to be faithful, that they should basically be given credit for being and remaining faithful. Do they really want to start this? Because I feel like women could finish it if we're being completely honest. I feel like we could really finish it. We could really finish it. But a lot of us, we are placed in a space where if we were to go out and sleep with 10 different men, we would be labeled a hoe. But a man can do it and he gets a pat on his back. I just don't understand. Like, it's not making any sense to me because if a woman could, if she really wanted to, she could really go out here and be out here for a while. And to be out here, she could be out here taking trips. She could be going from coast to coast if she really wanted to. Listen, I feel like it's harder for a woman to be faithful, and the reason for this is because you are looking at a girl that, you know, I have picked up the litter. I've said said this before, and this isn't to be cocky or to toot my own horn. We're just speaking facts here. We're speaking literal facts, right? So literally speaking, I have picked of the litter. So if I was in a committed relationship currently right now, I am really big on being an individual in a relationship. I don't want to be laid up under you 24/7, 7 days out of the week. Like, I want to still have my own space and be able to come and go and do as I please. It's the Gemini in me, okay? So because of that, I'm still gonna be doing the same thing that I planned on doing prior to meeting you. So if I was going to the gym and I was working out and I was looking good and looking fine for myself, best believe I'm still doing that after meeting you. So with that being said, I'm still going to be attractive to the majority, right? So all of these different requests that I'm getting in my DMs or just direct messaging on these dating apps and things like that from a lot of guys, I think it's harder for me to be faithful in a relationship because I know for a fact that, say my man, maybe he's going through a hardship or whatever like that, and there's some man that's asking to take me out on a date, asking to pay for this and pay for that, asking to do X, Y, and Z, asking to do things that my man isn't currently doing. I think it's harder for women to remain faithful. I think it's way harder for women to remain faithful because a lot of us have access to meeting people, men that we probably wouldn't have been able to meet without social media, without these dating apps and things like that. So I think there's a bigger temptation, and the reason why I say that is because if I can go out and all of these requests that I'm getting from men, all of the attention that I'm getting from men, I know for a fact I don't have to pay for any of these interactions. Like, if I wanted to go on a date today and go out to dinner, I know for a fact I wouldn't have to pay for any of that. I told you guys, after I had lost 150 pounds, I can't even remember the last time I bought myself a drink. Now that I go out, like, I can't remember the last time I actually bought myself a drink. I can't remember the last time that I was buying anything when I'm out, getting in for free. Like, even some of the events that I'm supposed to pay to get into, I'm not paying to get into them anymore. It's just weird. I think women have a very, very harder job, or I feel like women have it harder as far as the temptation and the discipline that is required of us as women to withstand in order for us to be in a committed relationship and remain faithful. I think it's harder for us because if a man ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing in the relationship and all of these men are hitting me up, it's gonna be harder for me to turn them down. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be way harder for me to turn them down if I know my man is not doing what he's supposed to be doing. So it's just weird how men want to be rewarded for being faithful now. Really? But this just goes back to men feeling like they should be the prize nowadays. This just goes back to men feeling like they should be the prize all because they're doing what they're supposed to do as men. And then to the women that do have some sort of worth and they understand what that looks like and what that is for them, they have standards and things like that, we are out here getting things paid for. We're not paying for them. So it's just weird to me. We are out here getting things and receiving things, and men going out of their way to do things for us to get our attention. Are men like not aware that that is still going on? Because some men see you and they see you as a simp, you know, they don't see you as an alpha male. They'll step in and take over and step right over you. So what are we really talking about here? Because I feel like some of these men, their feelings could get hurt. For real, if their woman actually responded to some of the DMs, even the approaches. I get approached a lot. I get approached at grocery stores. I get approached walking down the street. I get approached from doing everyday things. People are saying, oh, like, always keep in mind that men will always have a woman around that they can sleep with. And this is why I'm telling women to raise your standards, because then you can have the same line of men ready to marry you, ready to be committed to you, or depending on your standards, you can have a line of men just waiting to have sex with you, whatever. Please understand that women have options. I don't know, where is it that y'all getting this to where y'all feel like we don't have options, we don't have choices, we don't have somewhere that we can go and do our little dirt if we really wanted to. So I just don't feel like we should play this game, because in reality, a lot of the men out here, y'all ego cannot handle what we can really do. And to be honest, women, we're smarter when it comes to cheating. We can get away with it. I know a lot of women out here, if they wanted to cheat, they could get away with it. Because A, it's not expected for a woman to cheat. It's more common for a man to cheat. So sometimes men ain't even looking for it. A woman can know a man is cheating because that connection is just not there. But for a man, sometimes y'all can't always tell. I'm not going to say y'all can't tell. I'm saying that y'all can't always tell. So who is really having a harder time with cheating or not? This is why I don't believe in rewarding men for doing what they're supposed to do. This is not a homework assignment. I am not your teacher. You are supposed to do what you're supposed to do because you are a man. You have a responsibility as a man. That's it. Just like I have a responsibility as a woman, that I want my word. If I give you my word, I want it to mean something. I don't want to give you my word and I do the complete opposite of what I just told you. Cheating, it does not come from a positive place. You have to lie. Do people not understand that? You have to lie. You have to lie. You have to portray someone. You have to stab someone in the back. Is that the type of person you want to be? Is that the type of person that black men are saying they want to be? Because that's what cheating is. So you're saying that I have to reward you for not stabbing me in the back? I need to reward you for not lying to me? It's just sad that the collective of women, they really don't understand their power. Listen, love, sex, wars have been started because of it. You want to be rewarded for doing what you're supposed to do, which goes back to that mammy conversation that I had in my previous video about how men of today are super feminine. You guys want to be rewarded like you're still a little boy, and it's very weird to me. It's like you guys want to be rewarded for doing what you're supposed to do as a man. I'm not rewarding a grown man to do what he's supposed to do, for doing what he's supposed to do. I'm not doing that. If men want to go there, if grown males want to go there with this that way, I'm gonna be heading on out. And it just seems that, you know, it's always the dustiest ones with the ashy knuckles that don't have nothing to really offer, that want to endorse this type of stuff. You want me to reward you basically for not cheating on me? That's insane. Like, I don't have the ability to go out and do the same thing if I got rid of my discipline, because it's discipline that keeps me from cheating. It's not being a woman, it's discipline that's keeping me from cheating. And then it's funny because black men wonder why black women are leaving Blackistanian. We burning our capes. This type of stuff, that's why. This type of stuff is why. This is just ridiculous. And then y'all want to get mad at Keke Palmer. Is Keke Palmer's man out here asking to be rewarded for being faithful to her? I doubt it. Is he even looking to be rewarded for being faithful to her? Probably not. I feel bad for black men that are actually good people, because these men that are in entertainment, they make y'all look bad. They make y'all look bad. But you know what? Y'all keep giving them the power to speak for y'all, and it's really sad, because if you didn't want these people speaking for you, you wouldn't support them. So I don't feel that bad, but I feel kind of bad. They want to be credited for being faithful. That is insane. You don't have no type of loyalty to yourself. You don't have no type of loyalty with God to say, you know what, I'm gonna do right by my woman. I'm gonna do right by my wife. But I have to keep it all the way real, you guys. I have to keep it all the way real. Black women, we need to take some accountability, because at the end of the day, they're getting this influence from us. They're getting this from us. They're being influenced by us. How are they being influenced by us? We done lowered the bar so low, now they feel that if they're faithful to us, that we need to reward them. I'll die in hell before I do that. It's because we as black women have lowered the bar so low that these men within Blackistanian feel that we should honor them for being faithful to us. Like, by them being faithful to us is doing us a favor. And Charlemagne said it himself. He said when he was out here cheating, it was because of his ego. So that means you're insecure. That means cheating doesn't even come from a place of positivity on so many levels. God, if you want me to be single, just say that. Because, listen, I can do bad all by myself. I told y'all, ain't no man gonna come in my face and bully me into believing that I need to endure what y'all are trying to put out here, all for the sake of having a man in my life. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. There's just no way. There's no way. I would die alone and happy. I would just be an orphan mom. I would be an orphan mom, and I would take care of kids that need to be taken care of and love on them because they didn't receive the love from their parents. There's just so many ways that you can spread love and give love and receive love. It's not just men and it's not just sex. It's not. It's not. And if it's really a big deal when it comes to sex and me, then I would just have a younger man around or something for when I wanted a little toy thing or something to play with. But other than that, I mean, I'm not about to be bullied into this type of dysfunction that this generation got going on. I mean, we're in a baby mama, baby daddy pandemic, and you got black men on YouTube giving commentary on red pill, right? And promoting more basically out of wedlock births, because that's a consequence of having sex. Sex was created for procreation. It was not created for pleasure. It's just pleasure is part of it. It's a bonus, but sex was created for procreation. So if you're going to be out here giving tips to black men about red pilling it until the day that they die, good luck with that. You're also promoting out of wedlock births. Red pill content creators don't believe in marriage. They believe in swinging their thing until the day that they die. This entire situation is just stupid to me, but I have to keep it real. I feel like as black women, we have lowered the bar and it's time to raise it. We have the power to change this. The solution in all of this is to raise the bar, to increase our standards as women. That's it. If y'all want to get into the whole femininity movement, get into it. But don't get into it just to marry rich and to get a man. Get into it for the betterment of yourself and the betterment of your life, girl. Because these men are straight tripping. I don't know if it's crack that they're smoking nowadays. I don't know if something happened to them when they were younger. They didn't get enough milk when they were younger, or maybe there was something in their milk. I don't know, but like something is seriously wrong with these men of today. Like, I don't understand what is wrong with y'all. I'm not saying that black women are perfect, but some of the things that y'all be throwing at us nowadays, I just be like, now that don't make no kind of sense. Y'all know I'm not here for this. This is a mess. This is ghetto and it's a mess. Black men want to be rewarded for being faithful. Am I surprised? No. But this is some little boy behavior. This is some little boy behavior. And you can tell these men don't believe in purpose. They don't believe in leadership. They don't believe in the greater good. They don't believe in the bigger picture. They don't believe in family. They don't believe in loyalty. Where do their beliefs lie? I have to ask, where? If it's not for self, it's not for family, it's not for God, then who is it for? And you want me to submit to you. You want me to submit to you. I submit to God, and if you're not a man of God, I'm not submitting to you. That's what I'm saying. These men are super feminine now to where they feel they need to be rewarded for doing what they're supposed to do. It's very strange. Well, that's all that I have regarding this video, you guys. I would love your thoughts and opinions, so make sure you comment them down below. And if you're new here, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you are notified for when I upload. This is Real with Yoni, and I will see you guys in my next video.